Hello everyone, it's Animation. Welcome back to some more Omnifactory. I almost said FTB continue. Not this one. Omnifactory. We are going to do a few quests to start off here, but the way I have it set up now is I have these things over here for doing the quests. All the items all laid out. You can watch them rotate as I move around the crafting table. Whoa, all this stuff. First was the next thing we were going to make. Why? Oh, yeah, the autoclave. This allows us to make crystals. Next is the centrifuge, the first early game quest. And last is the polarizer. It should have space over here for each of these. The autoclave here. We got the centrifuge and the polarizer here. Ooh, big inventories. So the autoclave actually does need one of these infinite water sources. Have made. Oh, we got water. They got power. Neat. Let's look at these quests done. Pumps was easy. Give me some pennies. Made a gear mold. That's actually some nickels. Wow. Oh wow. We're moving on over. Autoclave. More pennies. We can make quartz. So I really want to get into better storage. I know it's probably not worth it this early on because you have to power that storage and don't really have consistent power yet. Want it. We have, but not our first early game or mid game. This is early game. Yeah. Not our first early game quest, but some important ones regardless. Canning machine and assorted stuff. Soldering alloy. Making circuits, either molten tin or molten soldering alloy in the assembler. Soldering alloy is just tin alloy with antimony. The assembler will only consume half as much soldering alloy as it would have consumed tin. Tiny piles of antimony can be obtained by centrifuging impure tetrahedrite dust or impure stibnite dust. 9 tiny piles makes a dust. That's a lot of words. Now there's some more stuff I want to do today, and it actually takes. We're gonna spend some Omni money here on some uraninite ore. Make sure I save one of them at least. So this stuff will actually help unlock quite a few things. You smelt it down to uraninite dust. I think you can get that this way too. Get crushed, impure crush. You'd have to centrifuge it. I'll pulverize it again. We have a centrifuge. Is it a problem that I have uranium? Would that be an issue? Am I gonna like get radiation poisoning and die if I make uranium? It's Greg Tech, so I wouldn't be surprised. Uranium 235. Is that a bad one? I guess there's only one way to find out, but I'm slightly worried. Should I make like a radiation suit for this? Who knows? The other thing, let's get some quartz going, just so I have some. Now I don't want to spend the whole day on quests. I've said that the last like 20 or so. Hasn't been 20 episodes yet. The last like 4 episodes. So this is nether quartz. I want nether quartz. Well, Certus quartz. This stuff. So this last like few episodes that I don't want to spend the whole time doing quests. That's what I've ended up doing every time. Spent the whole time doing quests. Centrifuge it now. I'm gonna get 238. Is 238 worse? Which of these is worse? Let's pulverize again. Okay, I'll just put it back in here. I don't know which is worse. So we're not going to spend the whole time doing quests. I'm going to do some quests here to get us started. And then I do want to expand out this area because I'm starting to just get a huge line of machines. There's no order to anything. And this stuff over here, it's working fine. Like this is how I make my primitive circuits and stuff. And some motors and pumps. But it's getting a little chaotic as stuff goes on. And I'd also like to see if I can automate some things, including power. Let's see if this kills me. Hopefully not. I'm not dead yet. Nice. This uranite dust is actually pretty cool because it makes pulsating dust. And pulsating dust is used in a lot of things, including pulsating iron. Which, remember back at when I was doing some exploring, I found some pulsating iron and considered it expensive because it takes the pulsating dust. But I guess pulsating dust isn't that bad. We just have to worry about the small amount of uranium I'm building up. I'm sure it's fine. Nothing bad will happen from that. I think there's some other use for pulsating dust I was finding. Well, there's a pulsating dust quest requirement right here. Let's do that and see what it tells me I can do with pulsating dust. It says make pulsating iron and a pulsating mesh. Ooh, mob spawner? Question mark. String and coal dust can be baked together into a carbon mesh. And then the pulsating dust and a pulsating mesh. Okay, and a pulsating iron ingot, which I have. So let's just... look. I did all the crafting I need for the quest. Yay! Not cheating. Obtained legitimately. Oh, item conduits are good too. But we're gonna do this mesh thing. So coal dust and 4 string, and then alloy smelt with 4 pulsating dust. Was that more than one? No, okay. Oh, yeah, that's pretty simple. There is pulsating mesh. Cool. What is this mystery quest about mob stuff? Simulating mobs. A simulation chamber allows you to farm mobs in a totally environmentally and server-friendly way. Simulated mobs can even be used to provide you with many of the basic resources you'll need, although it requires a fairly substantial amount of power and time investment before you start seeing solid returns. Simulation chamber. Interesting. Circuits, a dark steel machine hull. Dark steel, okay. Okay, that's interesting. So my guess is it's like a mob farm in a block. Interesting. I don't know if I want that. Because it does say it takes power, and I don't have a solid source of power yet. Huh. It's dark. So, moving on now. I want to actually set up a place for all these machines to go, because against this wall, it's not the best. I made this nice big old platform. It's mostly made out of stone. A little bit of water stone over here for some color. I don't know what else I'm going to put with it. I can't really put anything besides blue and gray now. Maybe like a white, I suppose. But what we need is a underlayer for cables and junk. We have a jetpack, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I get to jump off the edge and see what happens. It shouldn't be bad, but I don't know. Something about like being on this secure ground this whole time and just taking a leap. I do have a water stream in case anything goes wrong, but it's kind of far away. So maybe I'll... yeah, you know, we'll go for it. Ah! I'm not like... oh, it's so bad. Okay. We also get down to that tree at some point, finally. The tree we were supposed to spawn on, but didn't. So now that we're down here, we can set up the underlayer of the place where the cables are going to run. So I don't have to walk over them. It'd be good times. And one more. Nice diamond wand to fill this out. Maybe saying, why are you wasting your diamonds? Because diamonds are easy to get. You just go mining. I don't want to go through like 10 iron wands when I could have just spent 1 diamond. I'm out of cobble. That's not a problem. Because I have a chest right here that's kind of glitched and everyone's at a cobble. So you'll see I'll grab a stack of cobble from it and it just kind of started filling back up. Don't know what's going on with that, but it might have something to do with this cobblestone generator I put in the back. Just a thought. And I will have stairs down to this, so I don't have to jump down every time. Because one of these days, my jetpack's going to run out of power. I'm going to jump off the edge and just be like, I regret nothing except jumping off the edge. Is that it? That's all a stack got me? Dang. Alright, so a little bit more cobble. We'll have the underlayer set up. And you can start migrating some of the machines onto here. I do want walls in this. I don't want it to be wall-less. But I just haven't found the right block to put there. I'm cooking up some smooth stone to see if that matches nice with it. I don't know. I got a chisel that I've been using everything. Also, kind of funny. Can I just make it look like water? Can I actually? I don't know. I have some water stone left. Like, are any of these? Yeah, this just looks like a pool. That's pretty neat. I want to put a pool of water in the middle. Get rid of this thing. I'm gonna fill this with water. The water stone is just smooth stone around a bucket of water, so it's pretty much just a regular smooth stone, just with some tedious crafting in it. But having just like this pool here. Of course. Of course. Missing one. Just having a pool here I think is really cool. It looks like there's water in the middle of the thing, but there's not, because I can stand on it. I fooled you. Need one more. Alright. I got a theory. A long, complicated theory, but we might be able to do this. It's tricky. I haven't really looked at everything. Looks plate, just press there, okay. It might be doable. The energy acceptor. A little slightly out of our league right now because it takes these electrical steel plates. Electrical steel plates are just compressed electrical steel ingots. To get an electrical steel ingot though, unless like this is craftable. No. Okay. So to get an electrical steel ingot, I need the proper one again. To get an electrical steel ingot, you need to alloy smelt a steel ingot with silicon dust. Now, where the heck do you get this stuff? Well, from a silicon ingot, of course. Or HSSE dust, which at the very end is some silicon in there. No, we need an electrolyzer. So the electrolyzer on some almandine. 20 almandine produces 3 silicon dust. I need 4. We need a bunch of this almandine stuff. And put that in an electrolyzer. We don't have an electrolyzer yet. You have an electrolyzer now. I was like, wait, what? Did I mess up? I think it's done that before. So I'm gonna drop this thing just right here. It's a cool symmetrical machine. It can perfect. You can go right in the middle. This thing. Boom. There it is. Now we need the almandine. I've unfortunately not found any almandine yet. So we're going to have to dig into our limited supply of pennies and make 2, count them, 2 omni-nickels. Some almandine ore. And of course, I want to save at least one of these. The rest of it, I think, well, we can either smelt it down into almandine and then pulverize it to get the straight stuff. Get 6. Or the better option, pulverize it straight away, get 12, whack it with a hammer, then throw it into a cauldron or a centrifuge. We're going to do that instead. I need 40, so if we have 12 of it, I'm just going to go for 60, because why not? And that would be, what, 5 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and simple. And this one, in theory, hopefully, I don't think I messed anything up. I think I've followed all the rules. This might get us the silicon we need to make the energy acceptor. And we can also, while we're doing that, we'll do some fluix crystals. So fluix crystals require some quartz. Do I have any? I know I have some quartz ore here. So there's quartz ores right here. Grab some of this. What is the best way of putting this? I already do have 2 electrical steel, by the way. I could go look for more, but we're going to need to set up anyway. It's the best thing I can do with this. I can smelt it to get 2, pulverize it to get 4, goes to there, which gives me sort of quartz dust, which I autoclave Certus quartz. I autoclave again to Certus quartz. So that'd work. My pulverizer is already in use right now. Am I that worried about it? Am I that worried we're going to run out of Certus quartz? Not to start with. I'm not too worried to start with. We'll start by just smelting some. Get it going real quick. So the Certus quartz we then throw into an autoclave, like it said, to get the Certus quartz crystal. Then we need the charger, which we made before. which we made before. Here. Hopefully it takes one of these redstone powers. And we need some redstone. This. We also need... Oh, I did make some. Oops. And we need some regular nether quartz, which is done the same way. Let's smelt it real quick. Like 9 of them. Okay, one less and I can save a charcoal. Alright. Almost there. We will go through the process of making this fluix stuff. So the charger, I'm pretty sure the charger will take this power. Connect. It did not connect. Does it connect on the bottom though? It does connect in the bottom. All right, cool. We got that. Got this. These go into the autoclave. How long it takes. Looks like it does take quite a bit of time. Just get one of them going. Get the Certus Quartz Crystal. Drop it in the charger. It goes zip zap. And you didn't actually see it, but you have a charged Certus Quartz Crystal. You take one of these, and one of these, and we come all the way over here to the pool of water. Drop them in. Except they fell on the bottom, because this pool of water is not on solid land. Fix that. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Stop picking it up. Stop picking it up. It all just fell out the back. Okay, gotta go faster. Boom, boom, boom. I missed the redstone. Hey, it worked. That took a little while. But there's the process of getting fluix crystals. Unchanged from the base game, the only tricky thing is actually getting these Certus Quartz crystals. But it seems to be working pretty fast now. So I'm going to charge up a bunch and do that. But first, see how this thing works. Let's hammer down as much of this as I can. Oh, I got all of it. Cool. And I think I centrifuge it or throw it in a cauldron. How long does the centrifuge take? Too long. Way too long. How much is a cauldron? More acceptable. Does this work? It says just throw it in a cauldron. Oh. It actually didn't take as much water as I was expecting. We got 59 of the almandine. We got 60. Got a little bit of aluminum too. That's cool. It should just be throw it in here and it'll go. Missing something? Uses 60 EO. That's a problem, I think. Yeah, I need an advanced one. So there was something I was missing. I knew it couldn't be that easy. I just knew it. Huh. Yeah, so might have been easier than that. It's one of those things where it's like, why wasn't there a quest to talk about this? Because it's kind of a long, complicated process. Remember this electrolyzer recipe I showed you? Look, it can be made in an electrolyzer. There's 36. I didn't pay attention to any numbers on this screen saying 60 EU, 36. Yeah, there's 36 recipes. In particular, I want to bring note. Was that 147? 141. Yes, it's a lot. But, what is this? I want to bring particular note to like number 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of these. Where is it? This one. This one right here? No. Where was it? This one. Clay dust. 7 clay dust gets you 2 silicon, and it's usable in the current electrolyzer. Clay dust is just, whatever. Clay. Oh, you can use terracotta apparently. Oh, that's actually a bigger change. Because all those buildings are made out of terracotta. So if I just throw... Yeah, I wasted 2 nickels. I wasted 2 nickels on this. That's why I don't want to spend my money. Take this clay dust, throw it in here. Now it's processing. Now we'll get some silicon from that. There was literally silicon in the walls around me, and I didn't notice. Oops. Yeah, this should be fine now. Get this out. Come on. Come on. Almost there. Fluids. Got silicon and aluminum. And, you know, all the other good stuff that I need. Mostly the silicon. And that actually should be enough. I only really needed 2. I had 2 ingots already. We'll finish this up anyway. And... got it. It's even animated. Neat. This way, right? Energy Acceptor. Give me that quest. Give me them pennies. Next. Crystal growth chamber. Turn crystal seeds into pure crystals. By the way it's saying this, I'm guessing I need pure crystals to actually start. I haven't actually looked. If I go applied energistics and look for just the drive, a storage drive. Storage component. Oh, that's hilarious. You think I have that? That's tier 2. I'm fine using 1Ks. They're big enough for right now. Doesn't take any crystals. This. Oh no. That's aluminum and medium voltage sensors, which is aluminum, and tier 2 circuits, which is a lot of tier 1 circuits. Oh geez. Yeah, I think we're still a little bit away from that. Yeah. But all hope is not lost. We have something else we can do that's really kind of would be appreciated. I have these things I got from chests. I don't know what to do with them because they're dead. They have no charge. Especially these boots. These boots are really nice. Look at this. Jump 3 and it's so good. But they have a charge. It's 21,000 out of 100,000. We gotta figure out how to charge them. I looked at it, and there's a wired charger. Something like this probably does it. And turns out we can probably make this. Electrical steel plates, we just made some of those. A conductive iron conduits, we're already using those. Dark steel plates, fine. We have a charger. The only tricky thing is this industrial machine chassis, which takes grains of infinity and grains of infinity. So this has this as its recipe. Less than 50% chance. You set fire to bedrock, I suppose. That's what it looks like. So of course it's steel. Joke's on you. I have steel. Gotta waste it to do this. I have flint too. So we're just gonna go burn some bedrock and maybe get one of these things. I think that's how it works. I've never done this stuff before. And it's always nighttime. I've just concluded that. Sleeping doesn't do anything. Got a nice spot of bedrock here. Ready to burn it. I'm not sure if it's like explosive or something. I don't think it would be. I'm also curious if bedrock is now a non-renewable resource. So I guess I just wait. I like I said, I don't know how this works, but I'm just gonna wait till the fire goes out, see if anything happens. Oh, fire went out on one of them, and 2 of them. I mean, they didn't work. Oh! Yay! Makes a little popping sound. It didn't move very far either, so I could probably do this a little bit better. Unless the 50% is right, there's 1 out of 9. Would just be really unlucky. Oh, 2. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go boop, 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 boop. Looks like bedrock is not a non-renewable resource. It doesn't actually consume it. But I need about 3 of these. I'm just gonna grab a bunch. Yay! Fireworks mean happy. Yay, yay! Any more? We got a double there. Wanna do a triple? Go for the triple? No. Guess not. One more. One more for the triple. Hey, it's a triple. Oh, wow. All 4. This is 9. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's it. They're pretty easy to get, just a little tedious, and you kind of have to have a hole down to bedrock, which luckily I do. Not the most convenient hole. Do I have everything now? Probably not. They need another charger. And that goes up here. Industrial chassis in the middle. 3 of these cables on the outside. 2 plates low, 2 plates high. Bada bing, bada boom. Wired charger. Probably sucks up a lot of juice. Into any capacitor so the machine will work. How long are we waiting for this? Not that long. Okay. Just vacuum tubes and tin wire. I can do that. Nuggets. They're not that bad. I would want to upgrade this in the future, but I'm guessing these are really expensive. Ah, wow, actually. That's nothing. No power. No power. No power. Oh. The power is already starting to become a concern. I'm pretty much taking every, at least rubber wood I chop, cooking it into charcoal. But it has barely been enough so far. Pretty much going through the charcoal as soon as I make it. We gotta look into a new way. There was a suggestion for a sugarcane farm, where the sugarcane gets thrown into the thing. If you look at the burn rate of sugarcane, though, it has a really short burn time, and go up really quick. Burn time 300 ticks, which is, what's that, 15 seconds? So I need a sugarcane every 15 seconds to port one of these. And I don't know, maybe. It's still a possibility. It's still in my mind as a possibility, but it would take a lot of stuff. Right now, this is working. Not quite perfectly, but there we go. We have UI at the user interface. I have an ender here. I have like 3 enders in here. Which of them is the best? Powered, direct, and powered 3. This one's empowered 3. It's also empowered 3. I don't know, but I want the boots. We need boots. Charge these things. These are what I need charged. Okay. Once these are charged, we'll be able to use them. We got the boots. They're pretty cool. They negate fall damage when they're powered. And also they increase my step height to a whole block. So I step up onto this crafting table. Like auto jump, but it actually is useful. The downside, though, there is a huge downside. That is when I have this jetpack, it treats flying as jumping. So when I jump regularly, you see that little poof. I take the jetpack off, use that poof to jump 3 times, and get up pretty high, right? When I have the jetpack on, all those 3 jumps were used. The problem with that is each jump takes a ton of power. I'm at 77,036. 75. It's like 2,000 power units per thing. So I can only fly 50 times before the thing's out of juice. Even running takes some a little bit. Taking damage, fall damage. So if I can get that off, maybe empower regular dark steel boots. Just like put them in. Is it putting them in here work? How do I make the empowered dark steel boots? Because then I can have one without the jump. Because that's all I really care about. No fall damage is really nice. Extra step height's good, but that does the jumping thing too. Maybe I can figure it out. Who knows? But anyway, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Got actually stuff built here. Got a little base going. The old base here. getting all new. I also made an enchanting table. Well, I didn't make it. I put it down and got a silk touch pick. So pretty cool stuff. Next time, oh, I haven't thought that far yet. I'll probably start looking into some of these quests, because making circuits I've used for everything. This thing has been a pain. We have to make a ton of them coming up. So if there's a better way to make them, probably end up being the tier 3 in the assembler. Oh, it makes 4. Okay. We'll look towards getting that. That'll be a lot better. But until then, thanks for watching as always. Bye bye.